Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away.
Hello, 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 my lovelies. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It is Thursday, the 30th of January. We're already almost through the month of January. Hopefully, everybody has their Valentine's reserved. I should put my red mic cover on. I keep forgetting to do that. But I do have some decorations there, a little bit. You can't really see them, though. They're just like on Vincent's desk because he doesn't ever use his desk. But I got these little gnomes. They're cute as could be. They have little hearts on them. So we'll be there before we know it. You know, I'll be decorating for every holiday. I could see me doing that. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, SSD. Oh, no. Oh, well, don't worry. We won't have BHB on. I don't think anyway. We're just going to go through some documents, see what they say. And then just see what you guys think of everything that's going on. Because you guys probably know more than me. Hey, Geo Twins. Hey, Mary Beth. I'm going to say Ladybug again. Hey, Mary Beth. Is your birthday coming up? I thought I saw someone saying something about your birthday. I should know your birthday. I should have that written down somewhere. But welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Mike. Your birthday's Saturday, February 1st? Who do I know? I thought I knew someone with the February 1st, but that's not it. It's April 1st. It was my grandfather. February 1st is a good time to have a birthday, though. It's like right after Christmas, but not too much right out. You know, it's like not like right after Christmas. So you can still get you can get really good deals on birthday gifts. Tell hubby that for next year. Go right after Christmas. But happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Hey, True Criminal Lullabies. Hey, Catherine. How's everybody doing? And look, Mary Beth's gifting out memberships, and it's almost her birthday. Thank you, Mary Beth. That's so sweet of you. And welcome in all new members. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know I'm gonna forget people, but I don't mean to. Hey, pancakes. And if I talk a little funny tonight, it's because I got fitted for a crown, and I just feel like I'm talking kind of funny now. So if I am talking funny, that's just me. That's how I talk. But if you're new to the channel and you don't know who the heck I am, I'm Tanya, or TitaniumBuilt. Nice to meet you. I just went right into the chat, so didn't even talk to anybody. Didn't talk to the other people out there on the World Wide Web. But we do talk true crime here daily. If that's something that you're into, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Right now, tonight is kind of a true crime within a true crime case. I don't even know what this is. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hey, Tennessee gal. Hey, Roxanne. How are you guys doing? Hey, Chai. Don't you like the intro? I'm kind of feeling the intro too. Choo Choo's mommy. I love that. That is such a cute name. Is that Choo Choo? Because Choo Choo is really cute. Oh, actually, look at this. You can see my cat tonight. Oh my gosh, you guys can actually see him. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, lunch lady. You can't usually, he's never usually on camera. Oh, look, the dog's up there too. Oh, but the other dog, you can barely see her. I've got one passed out on the couch. It's like a chair, but it's like oversized chair. She's an 80-pound dog, and she can fit in it. Perfect. Got the cat in the bed, dog in the other bed. I've got the whole crew with me. They're all here to talk, you know? Hey, Tempest. Hey, Stacy's grandma was 6. Grandma was 6. Man, that's a lot of grandkids. My brother's wife, I'm not kidding when I say this, grandkids and great grandkids, they had like 40, and they knew all their names. They would do like little eggs with them, like Easter. There's 11 kids, and they all had like at least 5 kids each or more. I don't even know. It was insanity. But then the great grandkids would come, and they had a whole compound of people. They could have like done a lot of stuff with that. Hey, Lucy Day. Like number 22, thank you. You like gnomes? I do too, Ladybug. I just started liking them a few years ago. Actually, when I started my channel, I got a gnome for Christmas to put in the studio. And I had him actually back here during Christmas time. My little gnome. The world's gone mad. It has, Aries. It really has. There's Ember and CJK. Well, welcome on in, everybody. Country Thing. How's everybody doing? I haven't seen it. Do I need to see it now that everyone's talking about it? Because someone was just like, no, I don't want to hear BHB. And I'm like, uh-oh. I haven't checked on her today. But I haven't checked on her in a while. Well, okay, so I lied about that. I think it was yesterday when I was working out, or the day before, because I do my walking pad like right here. So I'll do like stuff on the computer. And I was like, let's go see what Bullhorn Betty is doing, you know? Well, she's pretty far down there. So she hadn't done anything like that was too crazy. All the video. She is a dummy. Is that what you guys are talking about? That video that she put out with the foot? Looks like a foot. Show me what she says. The peas moving Sebastian's body. Oh my gosh. She's going to be in so much trouble. Does she not realize? Are they that dumb? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I guess dumb's ignorant maybe is the word. Like, you got to know what you're doing. It's not by law. You're breaking the law. Like, it's not just like you're doing a YouTube thing and you're pissing off some parents, right? You know, that's not it. You're breaking the law. Like, you're not supposed to know these people, know their name, know who they are. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Mary Beth. I appreciate you. You guys are so nice to me. That's why I come here every night. You have 9 grandkids. Tennessee gal, when I see you, I just don't think of no 9 grandkids. And one on the way, 10. Oh my gosh. Grandchildren are the best. Well, yeah, because you could spoil them and then you give them back to their parents, all chocolate filled and candy filled up. That's what you do. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Yankee Kyle. It's good to see you. Oh, lighted nose. I know it's like 10 minutes in, we haven't got started yet, but that's okay. Um, there is a lady that owns, if anyone can find me this, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if I had one of my very own, but it's a nutcracker and it stands about 5 foot. I would say it's about 5 foot, six. No, it's not 6 feet. It's about 5 feet. And it's black. It's all like metal, black metal. And then it has like the lights that come out for like, the buttons on like the shirt and everything. It has like the little lights. It's just so cute. I want it so bad. I can't ever catch the lady outside to ask her where she got it. I've looked everywhere. I've looked on Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I've Googled. I've eBayed. I cannot find this thing. But it's a metal nutcracker that's like 5 foot, lighted metal nutcracker. That plane crash was terrible, Mary Beth. We watched a little bit of it last night. And they were all like young kids. Like, of all the plane crashes, I mean, any plane crash is terrible, but these were holding kids that could have been like, could have went on to like, just live beautiful lives. They were all like figure skaters or something. It was just, and I think there was like 2 parents and then the pilots and then 2 coaches or something, they were saying. Yeah, they're going to have to do something to legally get her to be quiet. They're going to literally have to tape her mouth closed. And Betty, let me tell you, duct tape does not feel good coming off. My mom did that once. She put duct tape on her mouth trying to be smart ass. Took us like an hour to get it off first. My mom had skin like a baby. Like it was just so soft. And it was like, I was afraid it was going to like tear her mouth off. I'm doing pretty good. You'll be 45 on Saturday. 45 is the new 35. You got that right, Mary Beth. That's for sure. That's for sure. I feel like it. My brother's 47 and I'm like, nah, not him. Surely not. Daydreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. I really am. I really need to go to where the blue skies are and the sandy beaches are. Hey, Wizard Walt. Hey, Princess. I'm getting to the end. Everyone's probably like, what is she doing? It was a tragic accident. Yeah. I mean, just it's there's like 65 people on that plane or one of those planes and then 3, I think, on the other. And they've recovered more, I thought, more than what I thought they might have been able to recover because of what we saw. Well, thank you, Roxanne. I might take you up on that offer. My aunt and uncle, they live in Florida as well, but they had to move, so I need to check on them. It's been a while. So actually, this is weird because it's saying it's playing, but it's not. It was playing from my other video. So okay. I did a video before I came on the live because I wanted to get this video or this interview out. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than what it was. But there's 2 interviews that are supposed to be coming out. There's this one here that's just an update on there's nothing going on in Sebastian's case. Spoiler alert, I'm going to give you the spoiler. But what was it? What else was I going to say? Oh man, I can't remember the other thing I was going to show you. I was going to show you this other thing first. Oh, tomorrow on Nancy Grace, they are going to have, and I just lost that video. They're going to have, I guess, Seth and Tony on there. And I guess they took Justin or like with them, like he's going to be on there with them. I don't know if like they probably Skyped or whatever it is, like Zoomed or whatever, or use StreamYard. But of all the people, right, they had Justin, the one person that's not in litigation. So was it like, so they maybe Nancy wouldn't ask any litigation type of questions? But if they did have an interview with her, she didn't put it on her page tonight. She normally puts it on. Okay, so this is how Nancy rolls. Nancy will do an interview, and then the next day it'll come out on podcast and on Merit TV. If you have Merit, which is the Dr. Phil network, which I do. That's why I get the videos a day early. So then it shouldn't come out on YouTube if Nancy like does what Nancy normally does until Saturday. Does that make sense? Like it won't come out tomorrow, even though they filmed it today. It'll come out Saturday, but it'll come out tomorrow. Where did you get it? True crime lullabies? Because I mean, it might be on there now. Like I was looking at Nancy Grace podcast. I was looking at Merit, and I was like, Or do you have Merit? Is that what you meant? Because yeah, and then we can watch it whenever it comes out. No big deal. But I figured I'd let you guys know that we would have it. I'm just dying to know what they were saying on there because we haven't heard from them in a while. You have Merit, yeah. It's a good. Like I like Nancy Grace, and I didn't realize that's where she was. I knew she was going there, but I didn't realize that's where she went. So we were playing her podcast forever, and I was like, I have videos now, guys. We don't have to watch that anymore. So, okay. Betty, I cannot believe you did that. So she's saying that these are his butt, arms, head. Is she just making stuff up as she goes? Is she trying to be like, what's his face? Mob Crew? Man. Yeah, we stopped covering it. We stopped covering it. We're only covering it tonight just because I like to cover the legal documents when they come out, I am a legal document kind of gal. So I went through and just as a creator, I mean, this is just a nice thing to do. And I might not have got them all. But I try to go through my files or whatever, if they're going to be on another creator, and I try to redact their name. Now I know that Granny's watching and Barbecue Lady. I don't know Barbecue Lady from here to the moon. I don't know her. So, but I do know Granny. And I know that Granny wouldn't have wanted her full name out there if it didn't need to be out there. And so I just go through, it takes like 2 seconds to put in her name and then just highlight each one. And, it took me a minute, but I figured it out. Oh, I'm going to bring up the file for you guys now. This should be this one, document 1. So these say there's a lot of pages, but a lot of these are where they took one page and they just had the plaintiff sign. And so, but I did try to go through and redact most of the names. Now I didn't redact Barbecue. So if you see Trude, that's going to be Barbecue Lady. That's not going to be Granny's watching. But I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go over 6 tonight, or maybe less, but we'll try to get through 6 of these little documents tonight. I haven't heard from anybody lately. Like I haven't heard from Hong on YouTube or on Twitter, really. Not like he was manic there for a minute. Nick the Hat, I just checked today. I haven't even been checking. I checked today and I was like, oh, I wonder where they kind of went. They're kind of in their hole, I guess. Because let's admit, Hong was super manic on Twitter. On Twitter one night. Like he just was. I had the hiccups before I came on live and I knew I was going to have the hiccups again. I had a feeling. But let's go through these documents and we'll just kind of see what they say and we'll go from there. Roxanne, I'm beginning to think it's all a scam. It's like, what is going on? Like, really, what is going on? They should have figured it out a long time ago. No money in it. I mean, what are they going to do? Bleed a horse dry? Is that what the saying's called? I was like, remember I used to always do sayings like that and I'd always get them wrong. Oh, that was cute when I used to do that. I would always get them wrong and then you guys would have to correct me in the chat and it would just be hilarious because I would be like, I know it's something and you guys would remember. So let me put my glasses on. But most of these are going to just say rejected, denied, because in my opinion, in my humble opinion, any judge that sees any of this stuff, they're probably going to take this paperwork home, go out to the bar with their buddies, their other law buddies, and be like, look at what I got today. Like, seriously, this stuff, like now I know some of these people, it's not funny, but to me, it's like almost humorous because it's like They don't even know what they're writing in these declarations. They're putting stuff in here from 4 years ago, 3 years ago. What are we doing here? Sebastian has not been missing for that long. This is supposed to be that all these people are, having a really tough time because of the Sebastian case, because they're working this case and that's why they're getting all this heat. And that's not it. They're going back on shit that happened years ago. And I'm sick of hearing about it. Like truly, truly sick of hearing about it. If I have to like seriously just sit in the chats and every time they talk about it, go and scream, I will. Because it's almost to that point. But we do have the plaintiffs here. Plaintiffs list is getting a little smaller. They have room, I guess. So for new people, At Night Media, Dwayne Dog Chapman, Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis, Andrew Griffin, Brittany Jackson, Christina O'Donnell, Julia Valenti, and Nick the Hat. You know his last name. No one knows his last name. I don't even think he knows his last name. And so I don't know how these, this is a children's case. This is true crime. Where did we go? What happened? Like, really, what happened to where we're like at this point, in our life going like, you guys just need to be separate. I mean, if you're an adult and you can't separate yourself, there's a problem. And some of these people just can't separate themselves. Take a day off, So this is going to be from the plaintiffs. So it's going to be from like Nick and all them. But it says general denial. To the extent any allegations in the counterclaims are not specifically admitted herein, they are denied. Answers to specific paragraphs. Paragraph 1, admitted in part, denied in part. Plaintiff admitted only that defendant is a resident of Blair County, Pennsylvania. All remaining allegations are denied as stated. Paragraph 2, denied. Plaintiffs deny that defendant has not engaged in any wrongful conduct. Plaintiffs assert that defendant has engaged in conduct amounting to defamation, harassment, fraudulent fundraising, and corrupt practices, as alleged in the complaint and the amended complaint. Wonder what the fraudulent fundraising was. Would that be like setting up a GoFundMe and using the funds to give it to a woman? When you're supposed to use that, when it says on your GoFundMe, you're going to use those funds for flyers and stuff to find your son? I'm just asking. Would that be like fraudulent? And corrupt practices would probably fall into that. Just wondering. Paragraph 3, denied. Plaintiffs deny any lack of standing or jurisdiction for this matter. Plaintiffs assert that this court has proper jurisdiction based on defendant's conduct, which caused harms to plaintiffs residing and operating in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Like, I have a feeling that if they were like, they're going to sue each other. I felt like their stuff's going to read a lot alike. Paragraph 4, denied. Plaintiffs assert that defendant's speech is not protected by the First Amendment as it involves defamation, harassment, corrupt practices, and other unprotected conduct. And it just shows, it says, see an example. Paragraph 5, admitted in part, denied in part. Plaintiffs admit that they seek injunctive relief. Plaintiffs clarify that they are not seeking monetary damages in this action, but rather equitable relief to prevent continued harm. So no money. They don't want any money. They don't want no money. They just want them to shut up. Well, that doesn't work. You can't do that. Denied. Paragraph 6, plaintiffs deny any claims of bad faith in bringing this lawsuit. Plaintiffs assert that the claims are brought to address significant and ongoing harm caused by defendants' actions. Number 7, defendants' counterclaims fail to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. 8, to the extent defendants' claims hinge on allegations of defamation, plaintiffs assert that their statements are true or constitute non-actionable opinions. And it gives another example. Plaintiff statements and actions are protected by qualified privilege as they were made in good faith and pertain to matters of public interest and safety. Defendant's conduct, including her participation in defamatory, harassing, and corrupt practices, bars her from seeking equitable relief under the doctrine of unclean hands. Ooh, I don't know. Defendant's reliance on Pennsylvania's anti-SLAPP statute is misplaced as the claims arise from unlawful conduct, not protected speech. Are they telling on themselves? Defendant cannot demonstrate irreparable harm as her claims of injury are speculative and unsupported by evidence. Well, I saw some evidence today of irreparable harm. Plaintiffs assert that the court has subject matter and personal jurisdiction over the defendant based on her conduct, which has caused substantial harm within Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Wow. Well, that's just not nice. You're the one that said you were going to have a marching band, or not marching band, but you were going to have a conference, a press conference on the front steps of the freaking courthouse. Thank goodness SF said there was going to be a marching band, and then you guys backed out of it. That's not why you backed out. You backed out because you weren't going to do it in the first place. Let's be real. You didn't back out because there was going to be a marching band. You knew he was joking when he said it. We all knew he was joking when he said it, because the way that it was said, it was in a jokingly manner. I mean, he should have just not said anything at all and just let that marching band come waltzing through. Plaintiffs clarify that the relief sought is limited to injunctive and equitable relief, not monetary damages, contrary to defendants' assertions. And then they have some stuff that's they redacted this. I think it's a driver's license, so that's probably why. Plaintiffs assert their claims are properly framed as civil actions addressing harm caused by defamation, harassment, and corrupt practices, despite overlapping with conduct that could constitute criminal violations. Plaintiffs assert that defendant Trude, and then I think it's like something, or Trude redacted doe number 13. So I don't know who the does are, and I think we'll find out when we go through these like court documents more. But I don't know how many does there are. I think there are 13. And it was filed under seal. So plaintiffs assert that defendant Trude, that's barbecue. So that barbecue in conjunction with individuals collectively referred to as a honeypot. I think actually Granny said these were supposed to be under her name, but has acted in concert with other named and unnamed defendants to advance a coordinated campaign of harassment, false narratives, and intimidation. These actions are directly linked to the enterprise's broader goal of undermining plaintiffs' reputations and investigative efforts. What investigative efforts? What ones? Where? Where Betty is pointing at a picture and saying, that's his butt, that's his head, and looks like a damn foot? What? Do you understand what we've been looking at for a year? Some of the pictures that people have showed us, and they're like, that's an arm, that could be a leg. No, it's a tree. No, that's the Statue of Liberty. No, that's a mannequin. I mean, like, it's always no, that's not Sebastian. That's just another kid that's awkward in the way that he's standing, you know? No, that guy in the green hoodie wasn't involved. It's just, I mean, we went through a lot. Free speech rights denied. Plaintiffs assert that defendants' actions, including defamation, harassment, and dissemination of false statements, are not protected under Article 1, Section 7 of the Pennsylvania Constitution or the First Amendment. Courts have consistently held that defamatory speech is not protected. Well, yeah. Irreparable harm denied. Plaintiffs cite substantial reputational, professional, and emotional harm caused by defendants' conduct as detailed in declarations by Nick the Hat Valenci and Tony Mathis. Irreparable harm exists where reputational damage and public confidence are undermined. Oh my good gosh. Julie Valenci, you've been wanting to be in this case since the beginning. I have all of our messages from Twitter, the X, or whatever you want to call it. And I was looking through them the other day, and my God, girlfriend, like, you're writing me every day a lot through the day. And I wasn't reciprocating, like, because I don't really get on there. And then I don't get on there, and then you block me. Did I have something in my mail, like something in my inbox that you don't want me to have? Because Brittany J, she deleted her whole Twitter. So there's no messages there left anymore. I don't know why she did that. Hey, Squeaky. Don't you get your strength built up in my channel and then go fly the coop, Squeaky? Who's fighting with you? I'll get him, Squeaky. You got it? Okay. Where was I? Where are we at? Like, this thing is telling me I'm on a different page. It's so weird. That's so weird. I'm just gonna exit out of that. Okay. Did we read the irreparable harm? Yeah, we did. Verified complaint denied. Plaintiffs have filed an amended complaint with proper verification, satisfying Pennsylvania rule of civil procedure, because they didn't do it right the first time. Anti-SLAPP statute denied. Plaintiffs assert that their claims involve unlawful conduct, including defamation, harassment, and corrupt practices, which are not protected under Pennsylvania's anti-SLAPP statute. Don't you do it. Nope, don't do it, ears. She wants that bed. She's going to start crying. Yeah, there she goes. That's my girl. Mia. Come on, you're a big girl. You like that chair. Araya don't like that chair. She don't like it. Be a big girl tonight. Come on, you can do it. Sorry, guys. Hey, Cat K. People have kids. I have dogs. You know, and they're sometimes they're worse than kids, I think. This one will just cry, and she won't stop crying until she moves, and she's sleeping. So it's like, oh my gosh, leave her alone. Subject matter and personal jurisdiction denied. Plaintiffs assert that jurisdiction is proper, and it gives the code and related provision as defendant's conduct caused harm within Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Well, it didn't really cause any harm there, in my opinion. You were trying to cause the harm there. Mia, no one wants to hear that. Look, you're making the cat wake up. The cat's waking up. He's going to be mad. Forum inconvenience denied. Plaintiffs assert that Delaware County is an appropriate forum given the harm caused within its jurisdiction, the location of key witnesses, and evidence relevant to the case. Go lay with Rocky. Greater harm to defendant denied. Plaintiffs assert that the harm caused to them far outweighs any speculative harm to defendant as detailed in declarations by Rogers, Valenti, and Griffin. You lay on that blanket. Hold on, let me see if I can get her to lay over here. My goodness. Go lay over here. Lay right there. Lay right there. Come here. Lay with your, lay right here. Lay right with me. Look. Look. Look at this nice blanket. It's got little penguins on it. Araya, will you move? We're trying to do a live show over here, people. I could bring out Nancy. That scares one of them, actually. That scares the big dog. She thinks it's like a person. Plaintiffs incorporate the court's... Mia, you're okay. You're just fine. Plaintiffs incorporate the court's prior findings, which establish the necessity of injunctive relief to prevent continued harm caused by defendants' actions, including significant reputational and emotional harm to plaintiffs, irreparability of the harm, warranting injunctive relief, the balance of equalities supporting plaintiffs. Wherefore, plaintiffs pray that the honorable court grant the requested injunctive relief to prevent defendant, so this would be to prevent Granny and Barbecue from engaging in further defamatory and harassing conduct, protect the plaintiffs, like the green team, their reputations, safety, and professional integrity, which they've already blown that shit themselves. Okay. Granny did not blow your reputation or your professional integrity or your safety. Your safety? What is she going to do? She's in Philadelphia. Literally, there's only one person that's really going after Granny, and we all know that. We all know. You know, I know, the whole YouTube knows. Everybody on YouTube knows. That's kind of messed up. Actually, that's really messed up. Because, you know, a lot of you guys put yourself on this platform every night. You know, if you're having a mental break and you're having all of this, your fear for your safety and your professional integrity is on the line, I probably wouldn't be coming on here cussing up a storm at a bunch of people. I that's just me. That's just me. These are by other peers. So now we just have the verification. Which I don't know why Hong is the verified. I don't know why. I don't even want to know, because it says managing partner at night. Who cares? Why are you signing this? Your name isn't even up at the top. So then we got Hong, we've got Seth, and these all say the same, that these are all factual facts that are in here. Tony. So when these people say, oh, I didn't know, you should have read it. It took me all of like 5 minutes. Nick, he probably wrote it. Andra probably helped him. Christina O'Donnell, that's TikTok lady. Julia Valenti. And in here, they still have the taco and burrito. And then Joseph Lesniak, Esquire, verify that this filing complies with the provision of the Case Records Public Access Policy of the United Judicial System of Pennsylvania that requires filing confidential information and documents differently than non-confidential information and documents. That makes no sense to me. I'm not a lawyer, but that does not sound like a lawyer to me. Like, not a lot of this stuff doesn't. So this is just all their signatures. Exhibit A. Okay, let's see. Now I'm pretty sure. Okay, so on. Reply to petition for preliminary injunction and final injunction and other equitable relief. And now comes the defendant, barbecue lady, and by and through her undersigned counsel, gives her counsel, files the within reply of preliminary injunction and other equitable relief, affirming in support thereof as follows. Denied. After reasonable investigation, defendant is without knowledge or information sufficient to form a belief as to the truth of the averment, and strict proof thereof is demand at time of trial. By way of further response, the averment is denied and strict proof therefore is demanded. The 1.1 is denied after reasonable investigation. Defendant is without knowledge or information sufficient to form a belief as to the truth of the averment, and strict proof thereof is demand at time of trial. By the way of further response, the averment is denied and strict proof thereof is demanded. Same thing I just said. So third one, denied. Defendant incorporates herein by reference the averments of the defendant's preliminary objections. And then it has the section A1, denied. Such an injunction is legally impermissible as follows. Such a preliminary injunction would violate defendant's free speech rights under Article 1, Section 7 of the Pennsylvania Constitution and the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. There is no irreparable harm to the plaintiffs. The relief requested is impermissible and not related to any legitimate causes of action. The plaintiffs have filed an unverified complaint. The plaintiffs seek monetary damages, which they just said they didn't, so I don't know. The matters complained of included averments of counsel, The action is in violation of Pennsylvania's recently passed anti-SLAPP statute and is abhorrent, vexatious, and without any legal basis. The plaintiffs are unlikely to succeed in the merits of the lawsuit. This paperwork does get more interesting, I promise. The action is civil in nature and is intentionally cast as violations of criminal law. The court lacks subject matter jurisdiction. The court lacks personal jurisdiction regarding the events set forth in the complaint. The form is inconvenient and in a number of instances inappropriate. The petition should be denied for the reasons set forth in defendant's preliminary objections, which are incorporated herein, and greater harm will result to defendant as a result of the granting of such petition. And then they have the section 2. Sorry, I got thirsty. Such an injunction is legally impermissible as follows. Such a preliminary injunction would violate defendant's free speech rights. Same things we just read. Literally the same thing we just read. I think it's for just both of it. Why is it written on there twice like that, though? Yeah, it's the same thing. Same exact thing. Probably have to write. Oh, they probably have to write out each for each freaking. Oh my gosh, this is a waste of paper. They have to write this out for each person. Plaintiffs and demands dismissal of this wrongful vexatious petition. It says that the defendant demands counsel fees and cost. And it says right here that you denied it wasn't in Delaware County. It was in Tennessee. Crazy. So when we go through these, we'll just say that these are for barbecue and for Granny, because I think that she was saying something earlier about these ones were for her, but they have Granny's name, or I mean, they have barbecue's name on them. So I'm not sure if these were them or if they were different ones. What do you got in your mouth? Oh, I was drinking Gatorade. It's not the best. It's not the do. Let's see here. So defendant barbecue lady. Invocation of Pennsylvania's anti-SLAPP statute. So they're both trying to go after the anti-SLAPP, use the anti-SLAPP statute. The statute does not protect malicious defamatory or harassing conduct masquerading as public expression. Plaintiff's claims arise directly from defendant's unlawful conduct, including defamation, harassment, and her role in a criminal enterprise under Pennsylvania's Corrupt Organization Act. Where's the rest of her criminal enterprise? That's what I'd like to know. She owns a business. Plaintiffs have sufficiently alleged and provided evidence of defendants' participation in coordinated campaign designed to harm plaintiffs' reputations, disrupt their legitimate investigative efforts, and disseminate false narratives. That's what you guys have been doing ever since you came here in September, came on this case. Defendants' actions exceed the bound of protected public expression and fall squarely within the statutory exceptions to immunity under Act 72. Defendants' misuse of Act 72 to dismiss plaintiff's claims reflects a misunderstanding of its scope, which explicitly excludes defamatory statements, harassment, and malicious conduct. The Pennsylvania anti-SLAPP statute is intended to protect individuals from frivolous lawsuits aimed at suppressing legitimate public expression on matters of public concern. However, the statute does not shield individuals from engaging in defamatory, harassing, or otherwise unlawful conduct. I mean, it's just like, act like a freaking adult. To succeed under Act 72, defendant must demonstrate a plaintiff's claims arise from a protected public expression, and B, plaintiffs cannot establish a prima facie case for each essential element of their claims or that no genuine issue of material fact exists. Okay, these are just like, let's see, the argument. Defendant's anti-slap motion fails to satisfy immunity requirements. So let's see what they say about that. It's the same thing. Defendant's conduct falls outside the scope of 72, Act 72. Plaintiff's claims, always for the plaintiffs, our claims are based on actionable defamation, harassment, and participation in corrupt enterprise, which are not protected forms of speech under Pennsylvania law. Plaintiffs have established a prima facie case for each claim. Defamation, defendant knowingly published false, this is what they're saying, false and defamatory statements, including accusations of fraudulent fundraising and evidence tampering, causing reputational harm to plaintiffs. And then it gives you, this right here is just a bunch of legal jargon. It's just an example of a case that they are trying to cite with it. And I bet you it has nothing to do with that. I bet if we looked up all these cases, they wouldn't even match. Harassment, defendants coordinated campaigns, including cyber harassment and threats, violate, and that gives the code. These actions are documented through declarations from plaintiffs, Z, Rogers, Mathis, Nick the Hat, Jackson, O'Donnell, Valenti, and Griffin. You came into her chat. Remember when you came into her chat, Nick the Hat, with the boxing glove and stuff and the skunk and all that, you know? Okay. Corrupt Organization Act. Defendants' actions constitute a pattern of racketeering activity, including defamation, harassment, and fraudulent fundraising, satisfying the elements of a corrupt enterprise. Defendant coordinated these activities with Does 12 and 13. I don't know who they were, who acted under her direction. Doe 2 collectively referred to as Honeypot. Who the hell is Honeypot? Is that a name? Is that a name? Honeypot engaged in widespread harassment and false narrative dissemination to further defendant troops' objectives. Oh, well, we can give you all kinds of people over on Twitter. All kinds. Genuine issues of material fact, including defendant's intent and her coordination with Does 12 and 13, preclude dismissal under Act 72. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, I don't know. But man, Honeypot, coming in hot. Harassment. Defendants targeted campaigns executed with the assistance of Does 12 and 13. Who the hell's Does 12 and 13? I need to know that. Because if it's, you would think it would be, Could one of them be Jay? I mean, she goes on panel with Granny a lot. I just want to know who 12 and 13 is. Tell me who the 12 13 is. It says they cause significant emotional distress and reputational harm. Corrupt organizations. Defendants' participation in a coordinated enterprise engaging in predicated acts is supported by evidence of her actions and her direction of Does 12 and 13. Unless it's mods. Like maybe mods? I would be like, put my name out there. Don't be calling me no Jane Doe. Plaintiff's claims are neither frivolous nor intended to suppress legitimate public expression. Rather, they seek to prevent ongoing harm and address defendants' unlawful conduct. Defendants' procedural and substantive objection lack merit. Defendants' claims of procedural impropriety are baseless. Plaintiffs have complied with all procedural requirements, including filing a motion for leave to amend the complaint, providing the proposed amended complaint for review because you didn't file the first one right. That's why. Demonstrating that the amendments are timely and substantially necessary because you're in a hurry for I don't know what. Venue and jurisdiction are proper in Delaware County. Well, that's because not where the plaintiffs reside, and where the harm resulting from defendants conducted occurred. No, it did not. And tell Joseph Lesniak to stop being a big baby. Granny was going to go to his business office, and he was crying. He's crying about it in one of these documents. She was going to come to my office. You're a lawyer. Do you not want people to come to your office? I mean, they could probably stop doing that. I would stop doing that if I was anybody with a brain. I would not walk into a courtroom with you. You look like the guy that would walk in with friggin' smiley faces all over his tie. Be half serious, you know what I mean? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm on another page, so sorry if I don't see you. Oh, I hope you don't lose the internet, and I hope you're okay. I hate that whenever like you get like bad storms. I love bad storms, but I know other people hate them, so I can understand. My best friend, she hates storms. Plaintiffs' claims against additional defendants are well pleaded and connected to the original allegations. Rule 2229A permits joinder of claims arising from the same transactions or occurrences which involve common legal and factual issues. Wherefore, for the foregoing reasons, plaintiffs respectfully request that this honorable court deny defendant's true anti-SLAPP motion, grant plaintiff's motion for leave to amend the complaint. Oh, again, you need another leave. Overrule defendant's objection in their entirety, and D, grant such other and further relief as the court deems just and proper. This is not written by no damn lawyer. When you're a lawyer, you tell a court what you want and a judge, not what they seem fit. It's up to you. What? And then you got all of them signing it again. Hong, they all signed it. All of them. They all signed it. Exhibit A. That's down here. Okay. I think this is the same thing we've read. It's just going over it again because they have to go over things a million times because, let me just make sure. I feel like because there's so many people. Look at this. I, Joseph Lesnick, Esquire, verify that this filing complies with the provision of the case records public access policy. Something's wrong with you, son. Okay, yeah, we did read this. I was just rereading, making sure. Okay. Are these all like, dang, what are these people doing? What they got? They got a lot of time on their hands writing out 42 pages and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, dang. Maybe we'll read through this one. What's this one? This is document number. Yeah. We'll just make a two-parter out of this. Or a three-parter. This is a lot of documents. And I usually read them all the way through and I'll give you guys the rough draft. But I didn't have time to read all these all the way through. I did have time to go through and redact them though. Okay, so plaintiffs by and through their undersigned counsel hereby respond to defendants' Barbecue Lady preliminary objections and respectfully request that this honorable court overrule them in their entirety. Defendants' preliminary objections are procedurally and substantially deficient. The amended complaint complies with the Pennsylvania Rules of Civil Procedure and adequately sets forth claims for relief based on detailed factual allegations, sworn declarations, and verified evidence. Defendants' objections lack merit and fail to rebut plaintiffs' well-pleaded claims. Response to specific objections. Scandalous and impertinent matters denied. The allegations defendant seeks to strike as scandalous or impertinent, including references to her fundraising tactics, defamatory statements, and misconduct, are directly relevant to plaintiff's claims and establish defendant's motive, intent, and harm caused. These facts are integral to demonstrating the coordinated enterprise and predicate acts supporting claims under Pennsylvania Corrupt Organization Act. Pennsylvania courts permit allegations that are material to claims, even if they cast a defendant in an unfavorable light. Well, that doesn't sound good. Defendant contends plaintiffs fail to state claims for relief under Pennsylvania law. Plaintiffs respond to each specific challenge as follows. Defamation. Denied. Plaintiffs have adequately pled all elements of defamation. No, you haven't, ma'am, sirs. Who is she? I don't know about barbecue because I don't know her. I don't care. No offense. But I'm in Granny's chat a lot. So I can speak to her character a little bit more. For the last year, I've been in her lives. When has she defamed any of you guys? I'm looking for the defamation part. The only thing I can think of is arguments from 3 years ago when you guys were like Brittany and maybe Granny were both going at each other. Like, in my opinion, you can't bring up something that happened 3 years ago and be like, I'm putting it in this filing. Like, to me, like, no, like, I don't, it just seems a little messy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a perfect time. Was it the perfect time? Because, like, I mean, I'm confused. And all of these things could, I guess this is what it is. All of these things could be prevented if people just acted like people, like human beings. Like, we didn't talk about things that with each other's bodies or personal lives or whatever. Just go on about your business. But now, people are going to be in lawsuits for the next 3-4 years. Buckle up. Jump on board. We're rolling out. What was it? Paul Revere. Oh my gosh, remember that? Oh, Letitia Stout case. I'm going to roll him out like Paul Revere. And if I could right now, I'd let her walk out this door. Oh man, that case was crazy. That trial was nuts. If you missed it, you're lucky. Oh, look, I've got like these little balloons going because I think it's because I did something with my hands. I forgot to turn off my live reactions. That's what that is. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I want to do it again. So, publication, defendant disseminated these statements to third party via social media and live streams. Granny goes live 3-4 times a week. Your defendant or your plaintiff's friends over there, they go live twice a day. Plaintiffs suffer reputational damage, emotional distress, and professional harm as a direct result. Who? Declarations from, oh my gosh, we've got Hong. Hong, did you even have a job? I mean, like, seriously, I'm not being like, I'm being for real. Were you even working before this? I know you got your $1,000 shoes and everything that I don't think that you have, because when you have money, you don't talk about it. Coming from somebody that knows exactly what like having money is like. Not me. But I know me a little guy that does. And they don't ever talk about money, and they don't dress like they got money. They don't look like they got money. That's the people that got money. You probably wasn't even, you were working at One Night Media or whatever it's called. It has like 15 names. So, Seth, you were working, but you weren't. You were on leave. How the hell did you get disability, short-term disability? I would have loved that. I would have loved. Lost my eyeball, right? In a wheelchair. No short-term disability for me. Congratulations on that. I'm glad you got that for your shoulder, though. Tony Mathis, you quit selling cranes when Sebastian went missing and you tried to get in this case. So you didn't have a job. Your job was to be Seth's buddy. That's your job. You're doing a fine job. It's free. Nick the Hat, you just got out of jail. So, Brittany, YouTube is your job. TikTok, I'm assuming is this lady O'Donnell's job. Valenti, your job is just to get into other people's cases. And Andra. Oh, Andra. we could say so much. We could say so much. I don't have enough time in my whole life. But they detailed those defamatory statements and their impacts. Oh, I want to hear their impact statement, their victim impact statements. Oh my gosh, would they have them? I hope they do. Additionally, does 12 and 13 under Barbecue's direction disseminated these false narratives, amplifying the harm. Oh, I bet they did. There's 10 people on one side and 2 on the other. Damn, y'all got it like that. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Who's trying to get intentional infliction of emotional distress? Denied. Plaintiffs have pled extreme and outrageous conduct sufficient to sustain an IIED claim, including harassment campaigns involving doxing and threats of violence. You were doxing everybody. The first person I think you doxed was Queen Bee, and then you doxed Granny. Not only Granny, but you doxed her family members. You dirty dog. Like, when they write these out, do they really think in their mind that they're in the right? Because I don't get it. It's crazy to me. Yeah, 1K shoes. He didn't get no damn 1K shoes. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Oh, and I want to say something real quick, real fast while I'm on the topic. You can absolutely know how to change a tire, change oil in a car, do a tune-up, and not know what car model you drive. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. Because I asked Vincent yesterday. BMW, I said, is that a 328? He looked at me like, no. Not even a little bit. And then he told me what it was. And I was like, we've been together 9 years, y'all. He's had that car for 9 years and didn't even know what it was. So that is possible. And I can change a tire, and I can change oil, and I can do a tune-up. My daddy taught me. And if it's rusted and just wants to fall off, just rip that crap off, he said. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's unforgivable. Yeah, that's the case. Well, actually, no, this is a different case. Well, it's the same case, but it's not going to be under that docket. These documents won't be under that docket. These documents are under a Dropbox, but I can give you the Dropbox. I can put it in the chat for you. That's the Dropbox link. SF went ahead and put it out on his Twitter. Yeah, I don't know why they weren't all filed together. Where are we at? So we're at denied. Harassment campaigns involve, oh my gosh, public dissemination of false and damaging accusations as evidence and declaration from Mathis, Jackson, and Griffin. So Tony, Brittany, and Andra. Remember when Brittany used to talk so bad about Tony? And Bullhorn Betty? And now she's in the middle of them. Describe defendant's actions and severe emotional toll. And that's not me talking shit. That's me telling the truth. I mean, there's videos. Doe 13 redacted I don't know, something furthering plaintiff's distress. I don't know what that is, but I want to know. Cyber stalking and cyber harassment is denied while the claims reference criminal statutes. Plaintiffs assert civil causes of action based on analogous behavior, including IIED, defamation, and interference. Remember whenever At Night was talking about like getting people's IP addresses and stuff? Just reminded me of that. Defendant's conduct, including coordinated online harassment, support these claims. Where's her coordinated online harassment? Where's Barbecues? Civil conspiracy denied. Plaintiffs have sufficiently pled a conspiracy, including a shared purpose among defendant and co-defendants. Overt acts to furtherance of this conspiracy, including defamation and harassment. Now, are you guys friends with anybody that, maybe just doesn't prefer Seth as a person? No, you're not. None of you guys are associated. One creator, if you go in there and you say, hey, maybe we should take a look at this from a different point of view, and they say it just like that, You're a troll. What are you even doing here? Oh my God, get out of my chat. Echo chamber. Okay. This is insanity to me. If I was Granny and barbecue, I'd probably be, never mind. I'd be giving them something to whine about. I'd be giving them something to whine about. And don't go tell my pastor I said that, y'all. Sound like Betty? Resulting harm to plaintiffs as evidence in declaration from Griffin and Valenti. Like, what did barbecue and Granny's watching do to Bullhorn Betty and Julie Valenti? Really? Like, I would really love to know. Because Julia, she's like the gift that won't stop giving. She just keeps giving you information that you don't want. Andra or Bullhorn Betty, I can't even say anything because she's literally just that much. Oh yeah, Roxanne, that's what she says. That's what Bullhorn Betty says when she cusses. She'll go, just don't go tell my pastor. And I'm like, it's Sunday at 10 o'clock. You should be at church, honey. Hey, Gary. I think the Dollar General would be pleased to have. I mean, I think that she would be pleased to be able to have them. Stream on Ben. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, no, Runaway Truth, not a problem. I know. I haven't been on the Facebook pages. I actually got on them a minute ago, before the live, and I looked for like 1 second, and it was where it said Seth had that interview with Nancy tomorrow, and I was just like, I don't even know who's, and so you can't believe anything you see. You really can't. Right, Tenny? These people can't stay friends nor enemies. It's like, what do you want? What do you want? I have a feeling this judge is going to be pissed a little bit. Like, I know that Nick, Brittany, Hong, I know all of them guys that are in that filing, they have done some stupid shit. They've went after Chris and Katie. They've said some things they shouldn't have said in the past. But we can't bring up stuff from 3 years ago, can we? Can we do that and bring that out? Because I don't know if that's fair. Like on either side. Like if it doesn't have to do directly with Sebastian Rogers, then it shouldn't even be allowed in the filing. Like in my opinion, because you're putting stuff. I mean, can I go sue somebody for some shit that happened? Like, right? I can't. No, I can't. I signed paperwork. I can't do that. But I was thinking about the guy I got a wreck with. But can I do that? Have a good night, Walt. Roxanne said I need to put the altar too. I think you're safe. I think you're safe. Just don't go near Betty. Just don't touch her. Don't go near her. It's transferable. Man, we might have to do a Betty live though here one day. I do kind of miss laughing about her laughing. She makes me laugh hard because she's just that dumb. She's just like that. Like she's a dum dum. That's what she calls all of us. She's a big dum dum. So then we got Valenti and O'Donnell documenting lost business opportunities. I'm going to say that. I'm just going to file myself into this filing too. Business has been kind of slow lately. Why not? What kind of lost opportunity? I want to see it. The judge is going to want proof of these, Julia. And not you just taking pictures with your dog. That's not working. Okay? Like you have to go out there and you got Canine Gator, I think that's his name, out there out of retirement. Or, if he's in retirement and you still make him work, let him retire. That means he's old. Let him retire. But the lady on TikTok, Chasing Crime, I think that's who that is. What does she do for a living? I'm just wondering because I'll be able to tell you if this really is really causing them some harm. Because it's hard out there for everybody right now with a small business. So RICO and Pennsylvania Corrupt Organization Act denied plaintiffs have adequately pleaded the existence of enterprise involving defendant, co-defendants, and does 1 through 14. Who's 1 through 14? Which one am I? Am I in there? Am I number 5? No, I'm not in there. A pattern of racketeering activity, including defamation, harassment, and fraudulent fundraising. I mean, unless you want me to come to Pennsylvania, because I could, to Philadelphia, I could go for some cheesesteak and I could go for a slice of pizza. Yep, I could. Like the whole pizza. Actually, just give me the whole place. My brother's grandfather owns a pizza shop in New Jersey, so I'll be fine. A pattern of racketeering, we read that. So harm resulting from predicate acts as evident in declarations from Nick the Hat, Seth, and Tony Mathis. Establishing the enterprise's objective and president acts. Like what did they do to you three? Like, I don't understand. I just improper venue and lack of jurisdiction, it's denied. Plaintiffs reside and conduct business in Delaware County. So defendants torturous conduct caused harm within the jurisdiction. No, it didn't. Substantial portions of unlawful acts occurred. Okay, now that's just that. Okay, right here you say defendants' conduct caused harm within the jurisdiction. And then you say substantial portions of the unlawful acts occurred, in Delaware County. That doesn't even make any sense. And then is this where they sign again? And they're not going to grant the relief. Yep, that's where they sign. Let's see if we go all the way. I think when we go all the way to the bottom, they give us the answer. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. Oh, they took the exhibit out. You sneaky snakes. Oh, that was it. Granny, what's exhibit B? Okay. What's exhibit B? Let me see what this one's about. Okay, we'll do this one tomorrow. We'll go over to, okay, so we did that. We did this one. We did this one. There's me again. Yeah, true crime lullabies you have. She even sent me a flyer. It made me cry. Like me printing them out. I don't know. I didn't cry, but when it came in my gift, like when I opened my gift and I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. And Vincent was like, what? And I'm like, oh my gosh, Vincent. And we got our bracelets. I put a couple in his car so he'd have them. I remember the first bracelet I got from a case, and it was for Kylie Rodney. Yes, lawsuits over missing kids, Squeaky Wheel. Can you believe this? They're all going after each other like crazy people. Let's go over. I wonder. We'll go to SF's because he's probably got something up there that's. Oh, he does. He went over Betty's video. This is entertaining. We'll go down a little bit. We'll go down to like here. Because I think that actually we haven't been on his page in a long time, but it just says that he's been talking to Bruce Castor. And it says, it's clear that Bruce Castor and Lesniak do not represent the plaintiffs. BHB, Brittany J, Julia, Tony, Seth, Nick Hong, and the others are each on their own, and there is no way to avoid the countersuits. Each individual is responsible for themselves, and committing fraud upon the court is extremely serious. Fraudulent filings, fraudulent lawyers, abuse of process, and a past track record indicate that this conduct is willful and intentional. Attached is the latest letter I sent to Castor and Lesniak today. I am posting it here for the plaintiffs to see since these lawyers are not representing them. Please seek legal counsel. This will be a 3 to 4 year process that will be unbelievably costly and time consuming for each of you. One that is certain to end in liens against any assets you will ever own. Maybe. I hope that. I hope that. I just, do I? No, I think that's up north. Tenny, I live southwest. Oh, you do have a few bracelets left? They were really cute. Oh, was that you, True Criminal Alibis, that sent me in that group, that Facebook group? I think it was you. Because I was talking to you in it was like Ladybug, or it wasn't Ladybug, but it was like someone like, at the same time. And I was like, who sent me this group? But I'm in there. Yeah, Sebastian Rogers found. Yeah. Okay. Let me go over here. So let's see what he wrote. Mr. Castor and Mr. Lesniak, let me get straight to the point. I believe you both are involved in fraudulent activities against the so-called defendants and the court in the case CV-2024-009083. As an investigator, I have evidence suggesting that you are working in concert with At Night Media. Mr. Castor, you have put in writing that you are unaware of the injunction and complaint filed in Delaware County and that you only represent Dwayne Chapman in a matter in Texas. However, several plaintiffs have publicly confirmed that you are acting as their counsel. Most recently, Plaintiff Hong sent me a message explicitly stating that he and you had something coming for me. Oh. Mr. Lesniak, in the most recent barrage of documents served upon me, you are now listed as a plaintiff. Consequently, I consider you withdrawn as counsel for all intent and purposes, and it appears that Mr. Castor is now acting as your legal representative. As I am sure you can imagine, these actions have not gone unnoticed. They have drawn the attention of the court clerk, the PA Bar Association, and the Pennsylvania Disciplinary Board. Your decisions to engage in actions that may tarnish your reputations and careers do not excuse you from your ethical and professional duties. I am therefore demanding a meet and confer via teleconference within the next 48 hours. Please note that your compliance or non-compliance with this request will be documented and forwarded to the Pennsylvania Disciplinary Board and to the bar. Furthermore, as I previously stated, I believe this case involves fraudulent activities, and I believe you are both central to them. Neither of you has taken steps to correct or remove yourself from the matter. If you do not agree to meet and confer, I will proceed with filing a police report naming both of you along with the other plaintiffs as parties involved in this fraud, since this now meets the burden of the criminal case as well as a civil case. Now, do I think that a PI should put himself this far into an investigation? I probably not. No offense. This is kind of far. This is really far. I mean, because like Steve wasn't even involved in this at all. Like nothing. And then like he came out of left field. Like, What happened? Someone get hurt? Did somebody get hurt? I said, you want me to hop a plane right now, but I don't like planes right now. They scare me right now. Okay. SF. So it says, please provide your availability within the next 48 hours to meet and confer. He wants to meet and confer. And then, wait, where are we at? Okay, up here. Oh, I forgot about Harsh Reality. I wonder what he's up to. Still talking about Idaho 4? I haven't been on his page in probably a year. Okay, so it says remember, do you guys know Ghetto Chick over there on the tweeter? Let's see if we can pull her up. Was it like this, or was it like she's not coming up anymore? Oh, I guess this is her new name. Is this her new name? Yeah, this was her. Okay, I will admit it. Ghetto Chick, known now as Go Away, Bye Bye 13, is the mole. That's what I was going to show you guys, but I forgot to. I couldn't remember who made the video with all the messages. I thought it was Kodo. Was it? No, that's just over grannies. I guess not. I thought it was her. Who hurt their eye? That's true. Villanova Law. Oh, Mary Beth. I'd really like one good hit it on somebody. I'm good at hitting people too. I hit my dad once. Woo! Man, I shouldn't have done that. I cracked him in the jaw. He he was being annoying and like he was just being a dad. He was just being an annoying dad. And like he was making faces, like making noises, and I was like, do it again. I was like, I'm gonna punch you. I was totally kidding when I said it. I was only probably like 15, maybe 16. And he did it again. And I took back and I clobbered him right in the jaw. And you could hear it like crack. And I ran to my room. I never ran so fast in my life. My best friend ran out the back door. We both ran. We didn't know what to do. And he just stood there like he could not believe his little angel, his little girl, punched him in the face. But I did. I did punch him. Punched him hard. So if you need someone to punch somebody, I'll do it again. I'll retire. I'll come out of retirement for that. Okay, so I love this. This is what I was looking at earlier about Betty's foot. So by now it says many of you have likely seen, let me pause it, likely seen the image being circulated by BHB, which is reportedly a still image that is the result of enhancing surveillance footage. We have completed our further analysis of this image and now present our findings in the attached video. It looks like a giant foot. Using our proprietary super imaging heel-based thermal supercomputer multispectral bunion detection software, we have conclusively identified the image as. That's funny. He even did the countdown. Dr. Scholes. That's who it was. This whole time. I know, there's nothing in that photo. Yeah, I hope you didn't break your orbital, but man. Oh, yeah, they do have their matcha teas coming out because Vincent likes them. Yeah. Tark the Shark, sure. Tark said, hey, Tanya, I have someone I would like you to punch. Will you do it for me? Mary Beth knows I got her back like that. I would literally get on a plane. I would get on a plane. I wouldn't, if I wasn't so scared of planes right now, I'd bring my dog with me. She won't do nothing. She's just big. Do you have urgent care center there? They aren't as expensive. Yeah, that's true. Matcha is your favorite. You like matcha? I've never had it. I've never had it before. What are you doing now? Now the other one's over here. Here. You guys have a problem. My dogs are like, they're the cutest, but they're the worst. Like, do you hear? She's like back talking me. She sounds like Chewbacca. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's her. Shh, where's your sister? Oh, look, there's another bed right there. Are you kidding? There you go, my princess. I don't see anything in the photo. Who did she get the photo from? Who'd Betty get the still shot from? I'm gonna take a picture of like something random tonight and be like, this is what this is. I don't know. You thought it doesn't have Dunkin' Donuts? Wow. True crime. I don't either. Especially mine. Not too seriously anyway. Which I keep thinking today's Friday, and I just got excited. I was thinking tomorrow was Saturday. My days are all mixed up. All mixed up. But yeah, that's all I really have for you guys for tonight. Let me see if there's anything else on SF's page. I don't think there was. We'll go be nosy for a minute. Let's go over to the YouTubes. Jay is doing another live on Brittany. Wow. I mean, like, that's 3 days in a row, I think. I mean, wow. 4 days. I mean, you give people content. She does do that. She does do that. But she gives herself content. I mean, at the same time. Oh, and I want to go over this. There's like a new lawsuit filed against Ruby Frank and Jody Hildebrandt and the Connections, Connections Academy or whatever they had. But I didn't get to like really listen to it, so we'll have to listen to that again. And then, or listen to that because I was listening to it earlier. I was trying to see if there's any other news I wanted to tell you while I had you guys on here. Okay. Oh, let me go to the live tab. I'm like, why is all my stuff popping in? Oh. Never mind. Never mind. So we got Jay going live about Brittany. Brittany's on her backup channel. I guarantee you she's going to go live about Jay. That sounds like fun. I don't think that sounds like fun. I never watched a video of somebody talking about me before. I know that they're out there. I know that Britt did a couple. She did like one in the middle of a Sebastian Rogers stream. She's like busted it out and was like, I'm just going to start some drama. And then she did like an hour and a 45-minute stream. And I just don't reply back to that. And I don't watch them because if I watch them, I'll get mad. And I don't like people who see me mad because I get really mad. But I'm really sweet girl. So I try not to get that. I try not to get like that. And I'll admit it. And I think everyone knows that I have Vincent that is the opposite of me. So if I need somebody to bring me down, he'll bring me back down to my level. Like he'll sit your butt down. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm one of those people, I am quick with it, you know, and he's not. And he's really taught me how to like be more mindful. Like write stuff down. If you still hate it, you still are mad about it, and you want to post it next day, post it the next day. I try to do it like that, but I'm really a mean girl. Hey, true crime, I guess I'm the meanest one of them all, they say. Still makes me laugh. I was never the mean girl in high school neither. I was always I was always the kid that wanted to make everybody feel welcomed. Like I'll bring my friend Chico on the channel one day. I know he'll come up on here, and you guys will love him, and he will talk your ear off. But that guy, poor Chico, I sat beside him 4th grade, and they sat me beside him my first day, and he didn't talk. I didn't know that he didn't talk to people, that he was so introverted. He was scared to talk. By the end of that day, he was talking. One day beside me, I was like, we're going to talk. I'd rather get a root canal on. I know. I have to put it on like 2 times the speed if I did listen. I don't listen anymore. I used to listen every once in a while, and then it just made me mad. What are the 3 main signs? I don't know. Sun, moon, rising. I don't know. Have another beer, dear. Are you talking to Squeaky? That is true, Squeaky. That's the big difference between boys and girls. You're welcome, SSD. I wouldn't make you do that. I'm about to listen to her just to hear what the nut job's got to say. Oh my, she's so nuts. No, but it hurts when you're bullied. See, I was never bullied, but I was bullied. Okay, I take that back. I was bullied once in 4th grade. That little girl learned real quick. Her little boyfriend liked me. I didn't know. I didn't know the reason why. And it was because of jealousy. And that's all it really is when you're that age. Even if you don't think it is, like, maybe you think, well, no, they're prettier than me, but you may have something that's different that they don't have. And that's what they probably picked on you for. I got picked on for, I talked a lot. I've always been a talker. Like, I've always been a talker. That's just my thing. And hey, Lori, I don't know if I said that. If I said hey to you, I think I did. Oh, you think the new one looks good? Oh, thanks, Runaway Truth. I like it, but it's like rubbing a little bit, I think, or just like, I don't know. It's just something's like up with it. And I asked Vincent if he could put my old one back in, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't know?" Like, so I might make him try this weekend, but then if he can't, we'll put this one back in. But thank you. I appreciate you guys and your kind words. I truly, truly, truly do. I really do. Let me take a second to say that. I do. Because after my accident, after my car accident, everybody was there when I was in the hospital. I had so much stuff bought for me, given to me. I mean, didn't want for nothing, but I did want. I didn't want any of that shit that I mean, that I got. I love it and I was thankful for it, but I didn't want any of it. I wanted the people's time, and I think everybody was so scared to be around me that they were going to like break me. Like if they, touched me or, they thought I was going to snap in half or something. So when I came home from the hospital, I had like nobody, and I would have loved to have had a community like you guys, just to like, just to have someone to come and talk to you. My mom would have been she would have been blessed too. And that's why I got Vincent. So if anyone's like, John, you're so lucky, but it's called, I lost a lot. So, God help me in that direction. I don't know why I'm going over here like he's right here, but his sweater's here. Gotta be feisty sometimes, Oh yeah, Tenny. My thoughts have changed a lot since my accident, and my brain. Like my words don't come out sometimes as smooth as I want them to. A lot of people say that I sound like I'm like smooth on camera. like, like my words come out pretty well, but I still think that, I don't know. I have some, I think I have more learning. I don't think that I'm just praying that nothing happens where it's like I get older and it reverses or anything. I was 28 when I got my accident. So it'll be 11 years this year. 11 years. I thought it was 10 years this year, but I think it's 11. It is 11 because Vincent and I have been together for 9 next month. They used to take your lunch money. Oh, Mary Beth. Bet you could beat him up now. I think that's a good saying. True crime lullabies. I definitely got the funny bone. Definitely. Definitely do. Definitely do. I have to. I laugh about stuff that happens in my life. If it's something that's ridiculous and it's just shitty, I laugh. I don't know why I get. I'm about to laugh right now just thinking about it. It's not funny because it's something really bad, but in my brain, maybe it's from my accident, but I giggle. And I think it's because it's it could be worse. It could always be worse. So I just giggle a little okay, you got me there. So I started bringing PB&Js. Oh, yeah, I like that saying too. I like that a lot. Well, I guess I'll jump off here. Vincent's not home yet. I have that candle burning. I'm glad I just saw that in the reflection. I left those other candles burning so that way I would remember to blow that one out. Because once I get up, I walk out of here. I forget to turn the lights out and everything. I have to come back over. I'm like, oh wait, it's my nightly thing. I'll get up, I'll walk out, and I'll look around the corner and see if Sleeping Beauty's sleeping or not. But I'm here by myself tonight, so I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. I guess I'll watch some, YouTube. I was going to see if what's her face was talking about Jay, but she's not talking about nothing yet because she just started. Let's see. I mean, I just don't know why they just go back and forth. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like having to be wondering where people are if they're talking about me. I'm cool. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. Oh my gosh. And hopefully you guys all stay nice and dry because it's going to rain really, really hard here. And have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey, Tennessee gal, good night. I will be back on tomorrow night, but we have our Easter or Elfster thing tomorrow. So, okay. If you guys are participating in the Elfster, we're doing it tomorrow. Everyone should have their gifts. Gifts are still being sent. I know Ladybug has a gift coming tomorrow, and then I got you something, but it's not coming until February 1st, but you're really going to like it. So it's worth the wait. You'll be like, oh, it was worth the wait. I hope you'd think that anyway. And then I know that I sent out packages a while back for 2 people that had gotten, I think 2 people gotten stuff from my boutique. So those should be out and about in the atmosphere. And then tomorrow, so we're going to do it on the separate channel. So over on Unfiltered, they just Nightbot just dropped the link to the second channel. So we're going to do it over there at 6:15 p.m. I accidentally scheduled it at 6:15 a.m. Not that early. That would have been cute though, because Christmas morning, super early. Oh, that would have been cute. We could have drank coffee or something together. But we may not be up that early. Yeah, that's true, Lucy Day. He is the lucky one. No, but I'm very lucky. He just knows how much I talk about how lucky I am. And I am lucky. I think that, when you have I don't know how to explain it. I talk about him a lot. I think it's because he's just that good. He's that good. I need everyone to know because he'll never, for some reason, he'll never be extroverted enough for everybody in the world to see how special he is. So it's my job to be his cheerleader, you know? And that's how it is. Yeah. We are both lucky to have each other. Oh, yeah, Lucy. I'm his first girlfriend. He's my last boyfriend. Lasts forever. So I think about how lucky I am with you guys. I'm lucky with my online life. I'm lucky in my personal life. Man, I haven't been able to say there's like, other than just getting that little crown put on, we're doing good over here. We're doing good. We're doing great. I love that. I love that for all of us. I love that for us. And if you guys ever need me, just reach out through email. I will get back to you. It may take me a couple of days, but I will get back to you. And I think that's all I have to say for you for tonight. So thanks for being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do hit the like button, all the buttons, all the fun things. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. I'm going to do the outro because we have like this new thing where you can do like your outro now. And I haven't tried it yet. So let's see if I actually have it. I don't even think I have it on. Never mind. I'll do it my normal way. Oh, wait. At the end of the stream. That's why. Bye, guys.